be fun.
Should I tell how I learned how to ride a motorcycle, Paul?
Ooh. Sure.
I did have a dance fight with Morgan.
Is this the right time?
I think this is a fine time.
So I went away to Harley Davidson land, where I didn't really know how to ride a motorcycle, despite everybody thinking that I'm a cool chick and know how to ride a motorcycle. I did lie to a lot of people and let them think I knew how to ride a motorcycle.
I feel like that's like the best situation though, right? Because then everybody thinks you're cool and ride a motorcycle.
Oh yeah,
because riding a motorcycle can be very dangerous.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Indeed,
you don't have to actually do the riding.
I upgraded my Bill's Planeswalker chain with a really nice Harley Davidson Swarovski crystal belt, just
nice.
Because now I'm a Harley chick, or at least that's what I'm telling myself. So my brothers have this dealership where they offer a course on how to teach novice riders how to ride. So I thought, well, that's a good idea. I don't want to learn from my stupid little brothers, because they're just going to make me go fast and leave me in the dust somewhere and say, "Oh, could you keep up?" So I took the course, and the first half was in the class, learning, what all the different parts of the motorcycle did and where the brakes were. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I can do it. I can drive a standard. I can ride a bicycle. It's kind of a combination.
Right.
How hard could it be? So we go out to this, they call it the range, but it's actually a huge parking lot at the National Guard base. And they put you on learner motorcycles, which have safety bars around the engine and safety bars around the back and safety bars on the handlebars. So should you drop the motorcycle, you don't get trapped underneath it.
Ah, okay.
They also have them with some kind of governor on them, so they can't go too fast. So you can't do wheelies.
Do they have little training wheels coming out the bottom?
Pretty much. No training wheels, but training bars. So I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I'm a little bit tall. Like, I don't know if you've noticed at all, but I'm 6'1", and a little baby motorcycle is, well, a little small for me. So I started out with my knees all spread out, like a chicken, because that was the only way I could get around on the motorcycles. And the first half of the day is all what they call clutch control. So it's all about learning how to make the thing go without making it pop wheelies. And I was getting good, Paul. I was getting good. I was like, "Ooh, look at me go. I'm going. I'm on the motorcycle." So then the afternoon course was how to do tight U-turns, or how to do figure eights, really, in a big parking lot. So that's a lot harder. That's not easy like a straight line. That's bending the bike. That's moving the weight of your body from one side of the bike to the other.
And when you're all like cramped up on the bike.
And when you're all cramped up on the bike you look like a guy from the Shriners Circus on a little bicycle. Yeah, but I'm tough, right? I'm willing. So I start doing figure eights, and I do the first figure eight. Right. I do the second figure eight. Right. This is awesome. I do the third figure eight, and I start to tip the bike over. So the bike's falling to one side, and I try to pick it up and straighten it out, and all I managed to do is straighten it up way too far and throw myself off the motorcycle, where I slide like in home base all the way across the parking lot with the motorcycle following behind me.
Ooh.
Now everybody on the other side of the course know that I am the sister of their boss. And they have just seen me buy the parking lot hard. So I pop up and give the universal thumbs up. I'm okay. Because they're all panicking. Now, my brothers are motorcycle racers, and I know the one rule is all the gear all the time. So I know that's the best rule. So I have on leather boots, leather gloves, a full face helmet, and my leather jacket, even though it's 110 degrees.
Ooh.
And it's hot, but I'm fully geared. So what actually saves me is my leather jacket. Saves me from getting ripped up on the parking lot. So the first thing I do is thank my leather jacket. Thank you. Because otherwise I'd have road rash in places that I didn't want to talk about. So I get back to the dealership, and my sister-in-law, who's a very, very good motorcycle girl, and somehow they've already called, right? The wonders of cell phones. The fact that I've sprawled myself across the parking lot is now spread like wildfire through Santa Fe, and everybody knows. I haven't even told anybody yet, and everybody knows.
People are tweeting about it.
They're tweeting about it. I'm like, so my sister-in-law comes up to me and she drapes her arm around my shoulder and she goes, I hear you deployed your airbags. I was like, thank you, Debbie. Yes, I did.
Nice.
Nice.
So was the jacket completely ruined? Like you
know
just
what?
like go through the entire thing?
I could bring the jacket in. Oh no, I can't bring the jacket in tomorrow, but it's a jacket I've had since I was 14 years old.
Oh,
It's
really?
an American motorcycle leather jacket that I've worn my whole life, and how it's not beat up, I don't know. But the next time I went out to that same parking lot, and I'll tell the story later of my second motorcycle lesson, I could see my skid marks on the pavement. I was looking at them, and the instructor came up and said, yes, those are your skid marks. And I'm like, wow, I went a long way.
See, that in itself is the lesson there, though, that you went out there again, after that happened.
Well, I told my classmates right in the moment, I said, listen, you guys are learning how to drive motorcycles, and I'm learning how to do emergency stops and where the friggin' kill switch is. Who's gonna live out in the real world? Did you
That's
know a
good.
motorcycle had a kill switch?
I did not.
There's a little button on this handle that shuts it all down. That's the try to save your life button.
That's good. Yeah.
I became familiar with that.
Wait, so just to turn it off if it's getting out of control, so you start losing speed and
It turns off
or-
it turns off the engine, and so then the back wheel is no longer spinning, pushing you forward into whatever
Okay.
trouble you might be already headed towards.
Interesting.
So you don't just like spin up.
Yeah,
and-
it's got a big X on it, Tally. It's the kill switch.
Just to let you know, we